Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to be taking a real quick look at the bungee assembly. This is how your elevator trim works on your two-place airplanes, and this is what controls it, this little device, sometimes called the bungee housing or bungee assembly. It's made up of a couple of different parts, and let's take a look at them. I think you're going to find this really interesting because most of us never really look in the back of a two-place airplane because most of us fly the four-place airplanes. So here, let's take a look at this and have some fun with it.
To ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content.
So here you go. Let's start at one end of the bungee housing, and there's a shaft sitting through the little nylon. Now that might look a lot like a yoke bearing in the two-place because it's the same part, but it allows that shaft to slide through it. And then on the other end is the adjustment for the trim, and you can see where that triangular piece with the 3 bolts locks into the back bulkhead. And then there's the shaft that you're using for adjusting your trim. Now those parts do get a little bit of debris on them over the years, so keep them clean, keep them oiled. A little bit of Croil, a drop on all those things every couple of years is all you really need because they're not in a harsh environment. Now the shaft also has a brace here on the bottom, and the brace is what attaches it to the airplane and holds it all firm, and that allows the sliding piece right there on the left to slide over that larger shaft. Now the rivets internally will wear and may have to be replaced, but that's all called out in a service bulletin. And then these parts are just steel, so keep them good and clean. You can paint them with zinc chromate or any color you like to match the airplane. This particular one's off a dark blue aircraft. But as you can see, there's not much to the bungee assembly. It sits back quietly in the aircraft and just does its job for folks, and it does a really good job of it. And most mechanics don't know how to tell when they're worn or not, and when they do wear, you can rebuild them a bit, but eventually they will wear and have to be replaced. And unfortunately, there are no more pristine ones because these were all made, what, 50 years ago or so? So anyway, this is a bungee housing, and giving you a good, close, slow look at it, as you can see how all the parts fit together. Now that nylon bushing there on the left in that housing attached to the brace shaft, that's what really wears, and that's what you'd like to have replaced. But again, that's a yoke bearing, and you'd have to check with Fletcher to see if they have any new old stock of those. The other bits and pieces are just standard hardware, and again, there is a service bulletin out there for when the rivets do wear. So ladies and gentlemen, we hope you found all this useful and informative about the bungee housing. Most folks have never looked back there and seen one. We thought you'd find it useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the newest member of our family, unnamed yet, but this cute little 5-week-old kitten is now a new member of the family, and I'm going to have to warn you, she is just filled with adorableness. She is so cute. When she went to the vent, they all oohed and awed over her, and there's my hand for reference on what size the kitten is. So stay tuned for some more film. We'll be having this kitten appear as she grows up and becomes a bigger part of the family. Thank you.